Well, as you can see, we've had a little theme going the past few days here as we're talking to the people who make the sport happen from behind the scenes. We've talked to announcers, organizers, promoters, and things of that nature. And the guy that I've got on the phone with me right now, well, if you've been going to DIRTcar events, especially Super Dirt Week, you know him very well. Jeff Hachmann is the executive director of events for DIRTcar. He is the main man when you go to all these big shows. And, of course, we have some news coming up on some of those. So let's head on down to the home office down in Concord, North Carolina. Jeff Hachmann joins us here on Doug's Dirt Diary on YouTube. What's going on, Jeff? How we doing?
Doing good. How are you doing, Doug?
Doing very well. I got to start with the leg. I interviewed Jeff a couple days before Super Dirt Week started at Oswego, and then I saw him a few days later with the soft cast on his leg in a golf cart. What the heck happened, Jeff?
Well, I had a little accident on a cherry picker or boom lift, trying to get it from the back stretch to the front stretch for Dirt Vision to use, and got caught up hitting a rut and kind of slammed my knee into the steel bar in the basket of the box, and it detached my quadricep from my knee. So that happened about I don't know, I guess 18 hours before we were loading in our first camper for Super Dirt Week. So it was a hell of a start.
Yeah, terrible timing at that. I saw you in the golf cart. Were you still able to do most of what you needed to do during Dirt Week?
It was what a great team we have, because I was able to still get up in the morning and run the 9 a.m. ready meetings and make sure we get everybody sent down the path, and then had a couple people give me a ride around the ground a couple times each day. And, with technology today, phone calls, FaceTime, computers, text messages, and then obviously our radio transmission on site, I was able to be fully involved without seeing it.
I saw you standing in Victory Lane a couple times. Was that hard?
It wasn't hard because I had 3 steel bars in the brace that were holding my leg together. If those weren't there, I would have went down just like I did when I got off the boom lift.
I said there was no moments where you're cringing, going, "Hurry up, take the photos! My leg's killing me." It didn't get to that point.
No, I mean, sure, yeah. I mean, there was times, obviously circulation and the swelling and blood pooling in the legs. So it surely wasn't comfortable. But I'm going down the right path. I'm now in my 9th week since the surgery. About 7.5 weeks of physical therapy twice a week, with exercises and stretching every day, and I can now bend this knee over 90 degrees, and I'm walking without a brace as long as I'm in a controlled area. But there's still a lot of work to do, a lot of strength to gain, and a lot of flexion that still has to be gained.
Of course, there was a golf tournament. Jeff wasn't going to be able to make it anyway, but I know that's one of your passions. Are you going to be able to get back on the course soon, do you think, or no?
That's the goal. I just, waiting for my goal is to get to the point where I can start to function, normally once it starts to get warm. So it gets warm a little sooner here than it does up there, though.
Yeah, it does. We're getting a little bit of snow right now, so hopefully Jeff will be back on the golf course and back to 100% here real soon. Tell me, you have some news on the DIRTcar Nationals?
Yeah, we obviously are going with the format where we take the Sunday off for the Super Bowl again. We're working on some different load-in procedures for the teams to make their lives a little bit easier. The schedule is still as robust as ever with the DIRTcar UMP Modifieds, the All-Star Sprints, obviously the World of Outlaw NOS Energy Drink Sprint Cars, and the World of Outlaw Case Equipment late models, and then everybody, including myself, loves that Super DIRTcar series. And then we have the USAC non-wing sprint cars. So there's all kinds of action going on. We've added some, we used to have a lot of general camping. That's all being transitioned over into reserve camping. So if you plan on driving your camper down and just grabbing a spot when you show up, please call the ticket line, 844-DIRT-TICKS. Get yourself a reserve spot, because there's limited camping and there's no consistency of the size where there is general camping. So,
gotcha.
Get in advance so you can enjoy the experience.
844 Dirt Ticks is what it is?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I said it again so you guys remembered. So if you're going down, make sure to make that call and get yourself all set. World Finals, some schedule changes?
We're working on some things. We listen to the fans. We obviously changed the schedule from 3 days to 4 days. 3 days to 4 days this past year. A lot of fans had some feedback that they wanted to see their favorite cars. As much as I think the Northeast folks love coming down and seeing late model sprint cars and Super Dirt Car Series. I don't know if necessarily the late models or the sprint car folks are looking to see all three divisions. So there was some feedback that they wanted to see their favorite cars on the track all 4 days. So we're playing around with the schedule to see if there's a way that we can have all three divisions on the track all 4 days. Nothing ready to announce, but we're playing with it, and we'll see where we net out, and hopefully we can put something together that answers some of those questions.
Well, I'll have to talk to Jeff later then when all that stuff becomes official. Super Dirt Week, since you mentioned schedule, I think there were two things that stick out. The one I already told him earlier, but the one I just thought about because he was mentioning the schedule changes. But I think everybody liked having the two divisions and the day off and then the two divisions again. That schedule change seemed to be pretty well received.
Yeah, I mean, I'm knock on wood, everybody... the feedback's been great with the day off. The feedback's been great with the consistent starting on the track at 2:00. Obviously, having the great track conditions that we've had this past year make all these new changes a whole much nicer. So, but that being said, the schedule was well received and it allowed us an opportunity to. Do some other things like the golf tournament and the kickoff party and some different charity events. And then on top of that, not put us in a position where the track's not ready or we're racing until 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, it seemed to be, and I don't know anybody that I talked to who had anything negative to say about that. The other big thing that people talked about, and I'm still hearing about it, I actually heard about it at the end of last week, the new gate in Turn 2. It was quite a project, but boy, that seemed to get people out of there a lot quicker.
Yeah, and that surely helped our efficiency too. But I think that's something that we're really proud of as a group. Our ticketing, our tech program, and then obviously our on-track action was. I would say we're as efficient this year as we have been any other year in the recent years.
Do you come back up here for the holiday, or are you going to stay in Concord? Just curious.
Actually going to be down here. Had family down here for Thanksgiving, and I'm going to stay away from the cold weather for a little.
All right. Well, we'll let you do that, I guess, Jeff. But next time you're in town, please look me up. I appreciate all your help during Super Dirt Week. And again, it was a wonderful event this year. More news to come. And again, I hope you like these behind-the-scenes interviews we're doing with all the people like Jeff who make this sport happen. You have yourself a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year's, and a Happy Holidays. And I'll make sure we talk again soon, Jeff. Thank you.
Thank you, Doug. Appreciate it. Everybody have a happy holiday, and looking forward to seeing everybody soon.
Hit that blue E, guys. Subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. And we'll be back with lots more this week as we meet the people behind the scenes of dirt racing.